Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to bring you guys with me and walk you through a typical day as Nomad Brad, being a van life electrical installer, but also I'm going to share with you guys 6 tips that I have come up with through my 5 years of van life experience that I really believe will help you guys live a more rewarding and more satisfying van life. Now, some of these tips you guys might already be aware of, but no matter what, I know you're gonna find some juicy nuggets, and make sure you stay tuned till the end, because I truly believe the last tip that I share is the most important, and it transcends van life. It's a tip that no matter who you are and where you're at in your life, it absolutely applies to you, and it will help you be more successful. So I'm waking up today in the parking lot next to a Walmart. Now, I've spent many nights stealth camping in a Walmart parking lot, but when I have the opportunity, I like to choose a small shopping center that's right next door that's not the actual Walmart parking lot. It's a little bit quieter and they don't have security trucks driving around. And for me, it just feels a little bit easier to slip in and slip out, yet you're close to Walmart. So if you need to walk in and grab some supplies or use the bathroom, it's only a walk away. Have a go-to meal that's easy to make and doesn't require much mental effort, and make sure the ingredients are always on hand. Now, that's going to be different for everybody. It could be a salad, it could be a protein shake or a fruit smoothie. For me, I throw 4 eggs in a blender with a splash of orange juice, and that keeps me charged up for many hours. But this is a great solution because sometimes you're just not going to feel like making dinner, or you're going to be in a rush to get to a new location. And this is a great way to avoid grabbing a quick meal out that's going to be unhealthy, leave you feeling nasty, and ultimately going to cost you more money. Establish routines. Van life is a constant state of change. New sleeping spots, new scenery, and new friends. Sometimes this can get a bit overwhelming. Establishing a few routines will help you feel grounded and in control of your day. I start my day by cleaning up my sleeping area, putting away my bedding, sweeping the floors and counters. I find that early morning organization helps set a positive vibe for the day. Avoid using your mobile data as much as possible. A couple ways I accomplish this is by using an actual GPS for looking up addresses rather than Google Maps. And I use YouTube Music for my streaming audio, but I can download the songs onto my phone so that when I'm listening to them while I drive, it's not using my data plan. Now, that may seem like just a simple tip, but as a nomad, you're driving many hours over the month, and going on a 4-hour drive while streaming music and also running Google Maps actually uses up quite a bit of data. So for today's job, I only have to drive about a half an hour from the Walmart I stayed at. I'm going over to Lockhart, Texas, and there a gentleman named Curtis has a shuttle bus company. It's actually a large school bus that he converted, and he uses this bus to transport people to the lake and to weddings and all kinds of different events. And he has kind of a small business that he runs out of his house, but he needs some help with his air conditioning. He has 2 air conditioners, one of them's not functioning properly, and so I'm going to show up here and help see if I can get him going. All right, so here is the party bus. And the first step is we're going to go ahead and clean up this electrical compartment. We're going to remove this car stereo amplifier, and there's a bunch of extra wiring in here that's all going to get pulled out. Avoid energy drinks. They have high caffeine and sugar content, and they promise you energy and focus, but in reality, they pull you up really high and then they crash you down just as fast. Sometimes I'll be craving an energy drink and I'll grab one from a gas station, and a couple hours later, I'm ready to take a nap. And we all have that friend that drinks an energy drink first thing in the morning and they're drinking them all day, and they have less energy than we do, and it's because they're drinking these dang energy drinks. So just avoid those. I'm trying this new drink called Luv Life Happy Focus. It's a kava elixir. The great thing about it is it provides me with some energy and a pick-me-up, but it's sugar-free, it's caffeine-free, and so there's literally no crash afterward. And I gotta tell you, as someone that lives in a van, there's nothing worse than drinking that morning cup of coffee or energy drink, having that caffeine hit you, and then you gotta sprint to the bathroom. Wow, midday update. I've been working for a couple hours now. It is hot. I'm officially sweating through my shirt. I don't know if you guys can see in the video, but I am a sweaty Betty. I got sweat just dripping down my face. It's dripping onto my tools. My shirt is soaking wet. Look at my shorts. You see that dance? That's all sweat. Oh, it's so hot, but it's all good. We're still having a good time. I truly believe this is the most important tip of all van life tips. Find your purpose. Van life can be an epic adventure, but as with any lifestyle, a life without purpose will leave you feeling empty and questioning your choices. This is especially true if you're living in a van. Friends and locations are always changing. It's important for us humans to maintain a constant purpose. Why are you here? What did you come here to do? Now, this can feel like a huge proposition, but it's actually quite simple. Charles Bukowski once said, "Find what you love and let it kill you." Now, van life will bless you with a lot of free time. Use that time to pursue interests, hobbies, jobs that you never had time for in your past life. Try photography or painting, or storytelling in the form of a podcast or vlogging. It could even be a new career choice. You could take a remote job in a new field that excites you. Trust me, as a 5-year van life veteran, traveling is not a purpose. It will leave you feeling empty pretty quickly if it's not part of a bigger purpose. And once you find that thing that lights you up, that thing that makes you jump out of bed in the morning, congratulations, you have found your purpose. Now continue on that path. Keep growing, keep improving, but let it complement your van life. Don't try to make van life your life's purpose. Now for me, I've had many different jobs and things that I've pursued in my 5-year van life journey. And it hasn't been just one thing. It's been evolving and changing. But it's always had this core theme of really wanting to help other people. I found that when you're helping other people, you're less focused on yourself, and it's really rewarding, and you just feel good at the end of the day knowing that you've helped make someone's life better. So for me, I worked as a nomad with Bob Wells' charity Home on Wheels Alliance. We did some charity van builds and repairs. I've also helped a couple different friends with their businesses, and I've done photography, which I really enjoyed. And this new purpose that I've found now is taking my van life building skills that I've developed and helping other people. And I absolutely love being able to come in and not just help other people, but help other people get started on their journey of van life. And without my help, they might not be able to even get started. So for me, this purpose is so rewarding and so fulfilling. One conversation that comes up a lot with folks that are not living van life is, what about your retirement? How are you going to retire? And to that I say, well, what really is retirement? Retirement is taking a break from a job that you've done that, for the most part, you didn't particularly enjoy doing. When you ask people that love what they do, that are truly happy and joyful, they don't have plans to retire. Business owners, entertainers, sports athletes, they want to go until the end of their life. And so I feel the same way about van life, helping people. I want to help people until the day I die. And so I don't really need to retire from that. And that's really what Charles Bukowski meant when he said, find what you love and let it kill you. And for me, I love helping people.